Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shilpa Data Insights. In this video, we are going to discuss about the most frequently asked questions in Databricks Associate Engineer Examination. This is in continuation of Databricks certification playlist. In the previous video, I explained about the exam overview and its syllabus. If you have not watched that video, then you can watch that first and come back to this particular video. I have pinned the previous video in the I bar. So let's get started. So let's jump into the next question. Two junior data engineers are authoring separate parts of single data pipeline notebook. They are working on separate grid branches so that they can pair program on the same notebook simultaneously. A senior data engineer experienced in Databricks suggests there's a better alternative for this type of collaboration. Which of the following supports a senior data engineer claim? So in this, what the two junior data engineers were doing is using two separate grid branches so that they can collaborate in activity. But the senior data engineer suggested there's a different or best alternative to do a collaboration. Let's read out the options. Databricks Notebook support automatic change tracking and versioning. Databricks Notebook support real-time co-authoring on a single notebook. Databricks support commenting and notification comments. Notebook support the use of multiple language in the same notebook. Notebook supports the creation of interactive data visualization. So, in this, if I see it says automatic change tracking and versioning, it actually does a versioning and it changes the tracking. But this doesn't allow the collaboration of two different users. Now, real-time co-authoring on a single notebook. I'll come into this. Let's see now commenting and notification comments. So you can do a commenting, but notification comment is still not available. You can also support multiple language in the same notebook. You can also create interactive data visualize. These are possible, but what question is asking how you can do a collaboration? It is real-time co-authoring on a single notebook. You can definitely do that. If, for example, I am writing on that particular notebook, at the same time, you can also write it in the same notebook if I have given you the permission or authorization to do that. So the correct answer for this is B, that is Databricks Notebook support real-time co-authoring on a single. Let's move on to the next question, which of the following describes how Databricks repos can facilitate CI/CD workflows on Databricks Lakehouse platform? Databricks repos can facilitate the pull, request, review, and approval process before merging branches. Databricks repos can merge changes from secondary Git branch into main Git. Databricks repos can be used to design, develop, trigger Git automation pipeline. Databricks repo can store a single source of truth Git repository. Databricks repos can commit or push changes to trigger a CI/CD pipeline. So what does this question say? It says, how does Databricks repos can facilitate CI/CD workflow on the Databricks Workhouse platform? So in this, there are some limitations of CI/CD in Databricks Lakehouse platform. So this question intends you to know basically what is the limitation of Databricks repos in the Databricks Lakehouse platform. So basically, the Databricks repos allows you to do a pull request, allows you to do a commit, allows you to do a push code. First of all, you need to know what does these terminologies mean in the Git. Pull, push, commit. These three things are available, but you cannot do a review and approval process. So the first option is ruled out because you cannot do a review and approval process before merging the branches. Then it says you can merge the changes from secondary Git into main Git. It is not possible. Then you can design, develop, and trigger Git automation pipeline. Not possible. And it can store the single source of truth in the Git repository. This is also not possible. So the correct answer is it can commit or push changes to trigger a CI/CD process. So this is our correct answer. The question 8 is slide. I will go ahead and give you a very good tip how you can go ahead and answer these type of questions that are present, right? So stay tuned. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more updates related to data engineering and Snowflake. So let's go back to our question number 8. In question 8, it says, which of the following statement describes Delta Lake? Delta Lake is an open source analytic engine used for big data workload. Delta Lake is an open format storage layer that delivers reliable security and performance. Delta Lake is an open source platform to help manage the complete machine learning lifecycle. Delta Lake is an open source data storage format for distributed data, and Delta Lake is an open format storage layer that processes the data. So if you will see that Delta Lake is an open source analytical engine for big data workload, which seems to be correct, not but exactly completely correct because it's not an analytical engine. Now, Delta Lake is an open format storage layer that delivers reliable and security and provide performance, right? This is correct thing because it's a format storage layer, Delta Lake. It's an open source platform to help manage the complete machine learning lifecycle. This is not completely correct. It's an open source data storage for distributed data, which is also partially correct. And open format storage layer that processes data. It doesn't process the data, right? So it is actually not correct. So correct answer for this particular thing will be Delta Lake is an open format storage layer that delivers reliable security and performance. Now, the next question that we have is a data architect that has determined that a table of the following format. So it has an ID, birth date, average rating. Which of the following code block uses SQL DTL to create an empty delta table in the above format, regardless of whether a table already exists with the name? You can pause the video, you can just go ahead and check the answer and let me know what could be the answer for this particular question. You can put it in the comment section. So, to keep in mind for this particular question is, you have to see that it says you have to create a SQL DTL, which is fine. To create an empty delta table, that is also great. Now, it says in an above format, regardless of whether a table exists or not. Whether a table exists, you really need to create the table. Okay. So here we come to know that we have to actually know you need to use create or replace table. Okay, that is clear. Now, this particular thing is not right because you don't have to create a CTAS statement here. So this is eliminated. Okay. Now we have create or replace table. That seems to be correct. Table name, you have bracket, you have the column names with your data types, seems correct. Let's go and see what other options are there, whether they are applicable or not. Create table if not exist. This is not right because if it doesn't exist, it creates, but if it exists, it will throw you an error. But what it says is we have to create it regardless of whether a table already exists or not. Okay, so this is not correct. Create table. So this is also not correct because even if you create table and it already exists, it's going to throw an error. Create or replace table, this seems to be correct, the E, but with columns is not the correct syntax. So this is not right. So all of them are not correct. So we are correct here in the option B is actually right. Create or replace table name and with these data, right? So let's move on to the next question. Which of the following SQL keywords can be used to append new rows to an existing table? So you have to basically append new rows to an existing delta table. So in this update will actually update, right? If in case it already exists. Copy is just a copy. Insert into is right because you are inserting means you are appending the data into the table. Okay, union is unioning the data, deleting is deleting. So this is the correct answer. Cover total 10 questions. So if you have seen how exactly I was answering these questions, in the coming videos, I will cover the rest of the questions that are present because this video will go on for a long time then, right? I want to make short videos. So now in this, if you will see a very good tip that I will be explaining it now, that you have seen in all the questions that I have applied, that is the elimination method. So you have to first read out the question very carefully. You have to read out all the option. You have to keep on eliminating the things, right? You have to keep on eliminating what all options are there. So once you keep on eliminating, then you will be left with either one or two. Now you have to select among this and this. So it will be very easier for you then select among those two options and get the right option. So this was the tip and trick. Basically, you can apply in any exam that you are applying. That could be a data engineer, could be a Databricks, could be Snowflake, could be AWS, could be Azure. Anywhere you can apply, and it's a very good way to actually go ahead and pass any certification. So I'll go ahead and wrap up this video right now. If you like this video, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends who need it. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you have a good day.